Renault has developed a set of technical solutions to help you reduce your fuel consumption. Eco mode is a function which optimizes fuel consumption. It is applied to all the elements that consume fuel: engine power, acceleration capacity, heating or air conditioning. This mode reduces your acceleration to levels appropriate for economical driving. Yet this acceleration level is still suitable for urban and suburban driving. It intelligently adapts your vehicle's output under the most severe conditions of use, if you're carrying a heavy load or are driving uphill. Finally, if your vehicle has an automatic air conditioning system, Eco mode will optimize the temperature, heating and air conditioning to halve the associated overconsumption. To activate the function, press the switch at the bottom of your central console or dashboard. An indicator light comes on the dashboard to confirm activation. You can temporarily exit Eco mode while driving to access the full engine performance. To do this, press the accelerator pedal fully and firmly. Eco mode will be reactivated when you release the pressure on the accelerator pedal. The stop and start system reduces fuel consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. It automatically stops the engine when the vehicle stops in heavy traffic or at a red light. And indicator A lights up on the dashboard. Under certain conditions, cold engine, air conditioning working, high power consumption, automatic stopping is not possible and indicator A with a diagonal bar is lit. The vehicle can be quickly and easily restarted by pressing the clutch if you have a manual gearbox, or by taking your foot off the brake pedal if you have an automatic gearbox. When the engine restarts, the light goes out. When the vehicle restarts, the system is activated automatically and can be deactivated by pressing the button at the bottom of the dashboard while the lamp in the button is lit. The automatic gearbox changes gear for you and at just the right time. On the other hand, how hard you press the accelerator also has an effect. The more you accelerate, the more fuel you use. So keep a light foot on the gas. You can move forward gently in congested traffic without accelerating. If you don't have the stop and start function, change into neutral when stationary, as this uses less fuel. The Rev Counter displays in real time the rotational frequency of your engine in revolutions per minute. The higher this value, the higher your fuel consumption. Economic driving means changing to higher gears at no more than 2000 RPM for a diesel engine and 2300 RPM for petrol. On some vehicles, there is an eco zone marked on the Rev Counter to let you know the optimum zone for changing gear. Your vehicle's momentary consumption is the real-time fuel consumption display that appears on the dashboard when your speed reaches 18.6 mph. When you take your foot off the accelerator, the momentary fuel consumption is equal to 0. But if you shift into neutral, you will use the same amount of fuel as when your engine is idling. On an analog dashboard, your driving style indicator takes the form of a bar with different colors and intensity. Green for economical driving, resulting in optimum fuel economy. Yellow for steady driving, resulting in a higher fuel consumption. Orange for dynamic driving, resulting in even higher fuel consumption. This indicator takes account of the speed, acceleration, anticipation, and appropriate gear changes. On a digital dashboard, the more leaves you see, the smoother your driving style and the less fuel you use. To optimize your fuel economy, there are indicators on the dashboard to tell you the best time to move up or down a gear, and thus slow down for a mechanical gearbox. For an automatic gearbox in manual flick-shift mode, the display is the same as for a mechanical gearbox. At the end of your journey, a trip record summarizes your performance with regard to fuel economy. The trip record is called up on R-Link, MediaNav, depending on the version, and R&Go by pressing the Driving Eco2 button in the vehicle menu. The record gives figures for various parameters: average fuel consumption, distance traveled and time taken, kilometers traveled without acceleration and zero consumption. There is also a score from 0 to 100 that rates your performance as an eco driver. The higher the score, the smoother and more intelligent your driving. The score is broken down into 3 headings: acceleration and speed, braking and anticipation, and gear changes for manual gearboxes only. If you tap the overall score or one of the headings, and depending on your score, Eco Coaching displays context-specific advice to gradually train the driver to drive more economically and environmentally. The Eco Challenge allows you to save your score for a given category, such as home to work. You can then compare your performance over different trips, making your driving both fun and environmentally friendly. The navigation system simplifies your trips and itineraries on a daily basis. You don't get lost and thus travel unnecessary distances. It provides traffic information, allowing you to take the least congested route. The Eco Itinerary option reduces your fuel consumption. Finally, it has real-time information displays and guides you like a co-pilot. On R&Go, the trace function allows you to superimpose your driving style over the trip you have just made. On the motorway, the control will allow you to drive at a constant speed and avoid accelerations that use a lot of fuel. Driving downhill, it is better to disconnect it and take your foot off the accelerator pedal to prevent fuel injection. Do the same thing going uphill by controlling the acceleration yourself, even if it means losing a bit of speed at the top of the hill. This will avoid significant overconsumption. Renault has a partnership with the École de Conduite Française and with driving schools in certain European countries such as Spain, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Poland and Turkey, offering eco-driving courses to individuals and companies in both conventional and electric cars. Spectacular reductions in fuel consumption can be achieved after attending an eco-driving course. Improvements of 25% on average are seen on the day of training without any drop in average speed over the journey. All unnecessary accelerations are eliminated, the appropriate gears are used, maximum anticipation is applied, and this all combines to achieve a smoother drive. This course results in a lasting reduction in fuel consumption of around 10% by changing behavior. Companies also see 10% cost savings on vehicle maintenance, wear on brake discs and tires. Smooth and anticipatory driving also reduces vehicle incident rates.